Welcome to Listen to Lead, a lecture series. Today we shall be discussing the topic Invitation to Proposal. Invitation to proposal is also called as invitation to treat under the English law. Sometimes a person makes a statement which looks like a proposal, but actually it is not. It is only a supply of information. Sometimes a statement is made with the object to attract the other to make a proposal. The purpose of the statement is to influence other to come forward and to make a proposal. The statement maker wants to receive a proposal from the other, and that is why it is called invitation to proposal. So for example, if there are display of goods in a shop with price chits attached to it, not an offer but merely an invitation to offer. Similarly, for example, if we go to Reliance Fresh, let's say, and we see various biscuits and chocolates there. So they are only displaying to us what they are selling. So this is not a proposal. Only inviting the customers to make a proposal. So it is the customer who makes a proposal, and the Reliance Fresh only makes an invitation to proposal. So when a customer picks up a biscuit and take it to the counter, it is the customer who's making an offer, and it is for the person at the counter to accept the proposal. The store is not bound to accept it. The store can reject the offer or the proposal made by the customer. This can be explained with the case of Pharmaceutical Society of Great Britain versus Boots Cash Chemist. In this case, a customer selected a drug from the shelves in a self-service shop where there were a display of goods with price chits attached. The customer brought the selected drug to the cash counter, but the seller refused to sell it. So it was held that the customer taking it to the counter was only a proposal to buy. There was no sale affected till the buyer's offer was accepted by the acceptance of the price. The store accepts the proposal of the buyer and the payment is done. There will be no contract. And it is up to the store to either accept the proposal made by the customer or reject the proposal by the customer. Various other examples of invitation to offer can be ad in a newspaper. Ads given in a newspaper is only an invitation to proposal, and the person who sees the ad has to make an offer. Various catalog, brochures, or display of goods at the shop window. I'll give you another example. Like for example, if an auto wala is shouting Metro Chalo, Metro Chalo. So here, him shouting Metro Chalo is only an invitation to proposal and not a proposal, because here the auto wala only informs the passenger about the destination, that is the metro station. It is only a supply of information, and when the passenger approaches the auto wala to go by the auto, it becomes proposal because he shows the willingness to use the auto with a view to obtaining the assent of the auto wala. And when the auto wala accommodates the passenger, he gives his assent to the passenger, and this becomes an acceptance by the auto wala, and thus becomes a contract between them. The logic behind this rule of invitation of proposal is business convenience. So in the example, when auto wala was shouting Metro Chalo, here this can be taken as a proposal. And when let's say 10 people approaches the auto wala to use the auto, this becomes an acceptance. But let's say if only 5 seats are available and 10 passengers had come, and therefore the auto wala cannot accommodate all 10 passengers. Therefore, he will have to refuse the 5 passenger. And when he refuses the 5 passenger, it will amount to breach of contract. And then he will have to pay damages to all the 5 passenger he had refused. And if this process is followed, he will not be able to carry on his business like this. So therefore, this rule is based on business convenience. Similarly, when a bus stops at a bus stand, it is not a proposal by the bus owner or the conductor. It is merely a supply of information that the bus is going to such a destination. It is an invitation to the proposal. Passengers are invited to make a proposal. When the passengers board the bus, it is their offer that they want to go to such a place with a view to obtain the assent of the conductor. When the conductor allows them to board it, generally it is done by issuing a ticket, which is an acceptance by the conductor. Another example of invitation to proposal are tenders. The bids received for that tenders are the proposal, and it is upon the person to accept the proposal that are the bids. Another example is the prospectus of a company. Prospectus of a company is an invitation to proposal. It is inviting for shares. Now we shall discuss the difference between the proposal and the invitation to proposal. First, proposal means declaring the willingness by one person to another person to do or abstain from doing something. So for example, if A says to B, I want to sell you my car for 3 lakh rupees, will you buy? So here, this is a proposal. Whereas invitation to proposal means when one does not declare his willingness, but he only gives an information. So for example, if A says to B, I want to sell my car for 3 lakh rupees. Here he is not making a proposal to anyone. He is merely giving an information that he wants to sell his car for 3 lakh rupees. Second, the object of the person signifying the willingness is to obtain from the other assent to such act or abstinence in a proposal. So for example, if A says to B, I want to sell my car for 3 lakh rupees, will you buy it? So here A wants B to accept it. He wants to achieve his assent. But when we talk about invitation to proposal, the object here is to obtain the proposal from the other. So in the example where the goods were displayed on the shelves, here the purpose of the shop is to receive proposals from the customer. Third, proposal is a part of the contract. As we saw in the previous videos, proposal plus acceptance becomes promise, then promise along with consideration becomes agreement, and agreement with the section 10 requirements become the contract. So proposal ultimately becomes a contract. So it can be said proposal is a part of the contract. But invitation to proposal is not a part of the contract. Fourth, in proposal, burden of acceptance lies on the person to whom the proposal is made. So if A said to B, I want to sell my car for 3 lakh rupees, will you buy it? Here the acceptance has to be made by B to whom the proposal is made. But in an invitation to proposal, burden of acceptance lies on the person who starts a negotiation by making an invitation to the proposal. So for example, a store displays some goods with price tags on it. The customer picks it up, takes it to the cash counter and makes an offer. So now acceptance has to be made by the store. That is the person or the store who made the invitation to proposal. With this, we have come to an end of the video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe.